and welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is your host Carmina, joining you in another video about the cards, the meaning of the cards. And today we have the Two of Spades. And to help us present the Two of Spades, we have a special guest here on the microphone. It's a ladybug that has two black dots. It's pretty synchronistic, if I do say so myself. Okay, so the Two of Spades. The spade suit. Effort, action, work, working on oneself, working on one's health, and working on one's psychological well-being, meditation. And yeah, if we see that black suit, that more initiating and young energy type of suit, and then we see the two, which is an even number, so it has a more peaceful connotation. So it's a peaceful connotation, it's a peaceful number in a quite turmoiled suit, yes? So, of course, the spade suit, we can connect it to the fire element, and then the two, we can connect that to the moon. But it's a moon, it's a more masculine manifestation of the moon energy. It's finding what you need, because the moon is a lot to do with what is soothing for us, what we need, and also our subjective consciousness, what we like. So the Two of Spades is kind of coming together, joining, having a dialogue, connecting to something that we need, connecting to a beneficial fire element. For instance, you're cold and then you are warming yourself with a fire, something like that, like the fire element that's giving us what we need in a way. The Two of Spades, you will see it quite often when the person wants to find a remedy for a cure. So if the person receives in a spread this Two of Spades, it means they are very near to finding a cure, yes? But if the Two of Spades is reversed, then it means at best that the cure is delayed, or it's not really the cure that they have is not exactly what they need. So you have to see what cards are around it, you have to see what placement it's in, but of course, whether that cure is beneficial or that cure is delayed, it's anyway, it's something about a remedial measure, a remedy, something related to what that person needs, to the health, okay? Okay. Of course, we can also consider this, we can extrapolate it, because spades are the fire sign and the two is connected to the moon. We can think about it as moon in fire signs, like the moon in Aries, the moon in Sagittarius, and the moon in Leo. So it's our subjective consciousness actively looking for a solution, actively looking for something, and finding it, connecting to it, okay? Of course, the twos are an integral part of the Jack of Spades energy. They're the most peaceful part of the Jack of Spades. So the Jack of Spades is the soldier, the person who takes the risks, and the two is the stage within the Jack of Spades that is when the person connects to something. It's like the soldier finding his gun or finding his trenches where he can shelter a little bit, he can cover up. So yeah, it's that kind of energy. It's an energy of finding what you need, but it's in a more dynamic backdrop, okay? And let me see, if we look at the days in the year that are the Two of Spades days. We have the 12th of January, the 10th of February, which is today, and then we have the 8th of March, the 6th of April, the 4th of May, and the 2nd of June. So every day, every one of these days, if you're born in one of these days, it means you are Two of Spades. Of course, if you're born after sunrise at your place of birth. If we connect the tarot cards, the major arcana, to these pip cards, then we can associate the Two of Spades with the Emperor card. Yes, the black twos are the Emperor and the red twos are the Empress. So it's kind of interplay of masculine and feminine energies always. And now if we look at the underlying and overlying cards for the Two of Spades, then we realize the King of Clubs is the overlying card. So the Two of Spades naturally aspires towards becoming high level intellectual. And the underlying card is the Six of Spades. So the underlying energy is that of maturity, of satisfaction with one's body, with one's psychological state. So yeah, we have in this case three black cards. The card in the Queen quadration, which is the card that we are talking about, and then the card in the Jack quadration and the card in the King quadration, the overlying cards. All three of them are black. So now if we were to look at the birth spread for the Two of Spades, what do we see? We see that underlying card, we see that Six of Spades on the Mars card. And then we also see the King of Spades on the Saturn card, and we see a Ten of Spades on the Uranus card. So work is very much part of their makeup, but it's not you know, these Spades cards are on the Mars, Saturn, and Uranus placement. So it's how they handle difficulties and challenges. And unfortunately, because they have a Six of Spades on the Mars card, you know, they can have a lot of obstructions to their, you know, their fully realized health, their maximum health. But if, for instance, if the planet Mars placement also helps, such it does in this case, then it can be overcome, but it takes time, okay? And yeah, Saturn is also the placement for hard work, is people we are in service to. So it's either that these Two of Spades people are, you know, in service to this person of authority, which is kind of a harsh, a rough, a tough person, like a King of Spades type of person. And it also shows how they deal with crisis situations by really cutting and really removing and erasing and deleting things that are not working out, limitations. So it's good to have the King of Spades there on the Saturn card. It's a tough card, but tough cards are required for tough situations, yes? We also see hearts in their birth spread. We have the Eight of Hearts, the kingdom they are creating. It has to do a lot with self-validation, with emotional self-validation and self-love. It also has to do with devotion. So these people would benefit from some sort of spiritual practice. We see the Queen of Hearts in the Mercury placement. So when they communicate things and when they manage their lives, they're very caring, they're very nourishing towards the others, they're very empathetic. And we see the Three of Hearts on the Rahu placement. So they need to develop the ability to fly apart from what they love and seek different hobbies, and kind of thinking independently about not really thinking independently, but feeling independently. Okay, then we see some diamonds there, we see but only 2 diamonds. The 8 of diamonds on the Venus card can be very rewarding. It can be a very fulfilling card. So these people are satisfied only when they are self-satisfied. Again, they have another 8. They have the 8 of hearts, and now they have the 8 of diamonds. But in order to access these 8s, they have to really work with the 7, getting past the 7, which is victimization and letting go of what's not working. And the 8 of diamonds there on the Venus card, it shows what they are attracted to. Also in a relationship, they're attracted to the material. They also enjoy creating material and concrete opportunities. And they are attracted to successful people, I would say. And that 3 of diamonds on the Pluto card, well, in instances where they are forced kind of to move, because the 3 of diamonds is a moving card, in the instances where they are forced to kind of take some financial risk, because that's also a 3 of diamonds, where they have to fly apart from their skill to investigate, like find other concrete opportunities and skills. So it's a risk card. It's like taking a risk, showing some restraint, showing some temperance. Well, in those situations, their ego gets tested, but it's nicer to have odd cards also on the Pluto placement, because at least you're already in a tough situation and you expect that. It's much more difficult to have a nice even card there. So for instance, if you have a 2 of hearts on the Pluto card, you get your ego bashed when you feel more, you're emotionally connecting and things like that when you least expect it. So yeah. And they have plenty of clubs in their makeup. They have the 6 of clubs in the moon card. That shows that their upbringing contains a lot of intellectual creativity. They were in an environment where there was a lot of, talk about projects and creative things, and also like successful people. They have the 10 of clubs on the Jupiter card. So they also, again, they expect their spouse, if they're a woman, to be quite resourceful and make magical things happen with their creativity. They have the Queen of Clubs as an ecliptic card. That's a very important card in their makeup. So they need to develop the skill to make good decisions, inspired decisions, or they associate themselves in their path with a lot of Queen of Clubs type people, people who are very energetic, very good at making decisions, and who are very busy and restless. Then they also have the 5 of clubs there on the Neptune card. So they bond more deeply to the world when they kind of improve on their ideas, when they have a change of mind. And they have the Ace of Clubs on the K2 card. So they come from a past life background of many potential ideas and projects. I don't think we discussed the 10 of Spades. That's the Uranus card, and they can leave their mark on the collective consciousness by doing a lot of hard work, like really hard physical work, and also working on themselves. Like the 10 of Spades is reaping the rewards after a lot of hard work. Yeah, these are just a few things, just some pieces of the puzzle. Of course, you need to look at the cusps, you need to look at the planets, you need to look at the states of the planets in order to get a full picture about somebody's chart. And I encourage you to take the classes that I am teaching about cards. I have a series of students now. We are finishing in late March. Then we're going to start another series. These are not absolute beginners classes. These are classes where we go deeper into things and we learn as much as we can about a card reading. If you are interested in the cards that you see in these videos, of course, you can order a deck in the description box. It's a deck that I designed. And the artwork was okay. What else can we say? Check out my other card videos because I did a lot of card videos, and maybe in some of them you find some things that I left out in others, so it's good to watch them. I also am teaching some astrology classes starting next week if you're interested. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.